It's one of the most important and stressful decisions any business leader has to make: hiring employees. While the right hires can catapult a company to success and set the tone for a positive and resilient work culture, a single misguided hire can unravel the fabric of a successful business in a matter of months, affecting morale and eroding the foundation of a thriving workplace. With a recent study showing 80% of turnover stems from bad hiring decisions, companies are under pressure more than ever to make smart, strategic hiring decisions that will last the test of time.
When we hire the right person, we save the organization time. We ensure productivity is where it needs to be. We get the right match for culture. We want our teams not to feel like all the weight of the world is on their shoulders because there's a position that's open. I think when we make the wrong hire and then we're backfilling again, I think the impact that has on every part of your organization is very detrimental.
Most business leaders agree it's easy to know what they don't want in an employee. What often becomes more difficult is knowing exactly what they do want. The anatomy of a great hire requires a unique combination of skill, personality, and desire that aligns with the requirements of a job and a company's culture. And it's more elusive than most people realize.
Hiring the wrong person, I think, is detrimental to both the organization and their purpose, as well as that person. That person is not going to find contentment and be happy and fulfilled in that role, so eventually they'll leave, whether we ask them to leave or they leave on their own, and there's a major cost to that. We know that in today's world. And I think when we're hiring, we need to uncover that. It's not just the resume, right? It's so much more than that, and people are much more than what the paper says about them. So, I think it's important that leaders make the right fit, so it's a win-win for both sides.
But what if employers had the insight to determine if a person is truly wired for the job requirements before they are hired? The Omnia Group helps HR and business leaders do just that, using simple pre-hiring assessments that are tailored to a company's goals and culture and backed by behavioral science. The Omnia Group helps employers get the complete picture of a potential candidate, empowering them to make more strategic decisions and hire the right person the first time.
The challenge is over 50% of the population, or most resumes, have some inaccurate information on it. And with the rise of artificial intelligence, you can get assistance in writing a perfect resume that fits that job description. So you really want to use some data and science behind it to make sure that you're getting at the core of, does this person really have what it's going to take? We offer the assessment piece of this, the data, the science behind the interview process. We also do provide consulting services where we will help you write that job description. We can help you benchmark the individual traits that stand out by looking at your top performers. We'll evaluate your job descriptions to make sure it's real clear on what does the day-to-day life look like. And all of that then amalgamates into how you're going to assess those individuals. So we will look at their cognitive capability, their ability to learn, their ability to problem solve, and then our core offering is our behavioral assessment that really looks at the key behavioral traits this person naturally does. So we help make sure and measure what those traits are of the candidates and how well they fit into that job that you've now laid out that you need.
When I was looking at different tools, different assessment tools, right, one of the things that was very important to me was the accuracy of the output, the validation studies. In addition, how much time it takes to actually take it. The last piece is really the output of it. Those assessments help us identify those really essential skill sets in today's world for people to be successful. So I think without an assessment, it elongates that knowing if it's the right fit or not. So you could be 9, 10, 12 months in and realize then not a good fit, and now we have to start all over again. And that's kind of what we don't want to be doing.
Keating Auto Group has been using the Omnia profile for over 20 years. There are a lot of options out there, but Omnia is the only profile that's specific to our business, and that makes all the difference in the world. Prior to using Omnia, our success rate for long-term success with our company was only about 1 in 4. Today, our success rate is about 3 out of 5 for long-term success, which is outrageously high in our industry. Omnia allows us to target the very best candidates out of a big group of people who may seem like a good fit. We no longer waste the time and energy. Great people are the huge difference maker in any organization. Therefore, the Omnia profile has been one of our competitive edges for over 20 years.
The Omnia Group understands that creating and sustaining a successful business requires a workforce that is constantly inspired and growing. That's why Omnia's services continue beyond the hire. Its team can be counted on to be a reliable and accessible partner throughout the employee lifecycle by providing development assessment that influence future workforce decisions and help employees develop professionally. With a global client base of more than 2,000 customers, the Omnia Group is proud to be a small, woman-owned business that has been dedicated to empowering HR and business leaders to continuously grow, develop, and inspire their workforce.
So the beautiful thing about what we do is we work with organizations long-term. So most of our customers have been with us for over 5 years. We have some who've been working with us since the beginning of Omnia's inception. We have a customer success team that works individually with our clients. These are real people who will call you up or send you an email and help you go over those profiles. So you've run your first report for your job candidate. We're going to talk you through it, how to analyze the report. We'll tell you where there are strengths, where there might be some challenges, and give you advice on what you want to look at next. And we really believe that once you've hired that person, the worst thing you could do is take their results and file them away, or worst case, even delete them. Our clients who are using it fully immediately take those results and you can run another report. So you get all that intelligence to help. And again, our team is always there. So, and this happens often. You might have hired someone and they started out great, it was the honeymoon, and then 6 months in, we're having some challenges. So you call us up, we bring out the results, and we talk about the person's profile again. We may talk about your profile, look at where there might be some challenges, and we'll help you with that coaching conversation. At the Omnia Group, our focus is on helping organizations make sure they've selected the right people for the positions and that they're using powerful insights to develop and engage their people all the way through the employee life cycle so that they can be the very best they can be in their job and have ultimate success in their role, and you have ultimate success as your company.
The Omnia Group. Transform your workforce. To find out more, visit omniagroup.com.